dear aspirants. So the daily current affairs analysis, I hope this session will greatly helpful for you to easily cover the newspaper. Also, it will be very helpful for your prelims point of view, and also to write an example in mains. So this session, I hope this will helpful for you. To start with, the first news is recently President inaugurates PRASAD scheme. So all that you need to know is it comes under GS1 Indian Heritage Site and under GS2 Government Policies and Interventions. So the PRASAD scheme is Pilgrimage, Rejuvenation and Spiritual Augmentation Drive. The main objective is to encourage and enrich the religious tourism in India, and also to identify the pilgrimage site and to develop the pilgrimage site. So this is the main intention of this scheme. Actually, this scheme was launched in the year 2015 itself. So recent the PRASAD scheme sites, this you may expect for prelims in match the following: Kamkia, Amravati, Dwaraka, Gaya, Amritsar, Ajmer, also Puri, Kedarnath, the Kanchipuram, Velangani, Varanasi and Mathura. So then for the next news is the nomadic tribes list should be classified, says the panels to the center. This is important. So all you need to know is this comes under GS2 Government Policies and Interventions, and all you need to understand about this session is particularly vulnerable tribal group. So particularly vulnerable tribal group. So in India, the tribal population is actually comprised of 8.6%, and PVTG are more vulnerable among the tribal groups. So in 1973, the Debar Commission, which is the fourth planning commission, that created the primitive tribal group as a separate category, because they are mostly very less developed among the tribal groups, and there is no any advancement in that particular group. So for that reason, Government of India renamed this group as a particularly vulnerable tribal group. So in 1975, Government of India initiated the most vulnerable tribal group as a separate category as PVTGs. Okay, and 23 groups were added. So for prelims point of view, you need to understand among 75 listed PVTGs, the highest number of these groups are found in Odisha, very important. And Saharias has the highest population of PVTGs, and the Sentinelines and Andamanis have a very small population, and Odisha has the highest number of PVTGs in India. Okay, already it have been asked in 2019 UPSC question. So consider the following statement about PVTGs. They reside in 18 states and 1 union territory, correct? A stagnant or declining population is one of the criteria. Yeah, that is the criteria to determine the status. True. There are 95 PVTGs officially notified. No, that is not true. So whenever UPSC gives some number, that actually more or less 90% it will be false only. So 3 is wrong. Irulas and Koda Reddy tribes are included in the list. That is current affairs at that period of time. So answer is 1, 2 and 4. So National Commission for Protection of Child Rights wants certain NGO over depiction of vulnerable children for fundraising. This is happening in this our country. So to stop that, this commission had taken certain steps. For it comes under GS2 statutory body, and for prelims it was set up in March 2007 under the Commission of Protection of Child Right Act. It is a statutory body. It works under the control of Ministry of Women and Child Development. As per this act, the child is a person who is between 0 to 18 years of group. Okay, and the commission has a chairperson and 6 members, and at least 2 members should be women. All are appointed by the central government, and the tenure is 3 years. And the maximum age to serve is 65 years for chairman and 60 years for member. So under Right to Education Act, this commission can inquire complaints about violation if there is happen anywhere, and this commission can summon an individual and demand evidence. It seek an inquiry and they can file a writ petition in High Court or Supreme Court, and they can approach a government concerned for the prosecution, and they can recommend interim relief, only recommendation. So that's all, and it monitors the implementation of POSCO Act also. So it is under the administrative control of Ministry of Women and Child Development. So that's all about today's news. So we'll this session you make sure that you are doing repeated revision of this session. Thank you.